under, say, the impact of tariffs, but you have states like Tamil Nadu, in fact, helming that story when it comes to our business. All right, let's quickly have a huge round of applause as we'll be now welcoming Dr. TRB Raja.
இந்த முக்கியமான இந்த அரசியல் உரையாடலை தொடங்குவதற்காக மாண்புமிகு தொழில்துறை அமைச்சர்கள் TRB ராஜா அவர்களை மேடைக்கு வருமாறு அழைக்கிறோம். அவருடன் ஜாக்கா அவர்கள் தொடருவார்.
Applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. TRB Raja.
Mr. TRB Raja, welcome to the News 18 Network Town Hall. The Chief Minister in his speech said Tamil Nadu is growing at 11%, 11.9% I think, which is the fastest for any state in the country. Your portfolio, your ministries had a role to play in it. It's a high industrial growth state. But I want to take off from what the Chief Minister, where he left off, which is this whole Dravida model versus, North Indian model. Other states are also progressing quite fast. Maharashtra is, Uttar Pradesh is, Gujarat is. So why is Tamil Nadu or this Dravida model so special?
This is the problem with the Delhi media, Zaka.
Sir, I'm from here.
I'll tell you why. Good. He said 11.9, I think. You should take the effort to know which state is growing at the #1 speed in India. Right? The fastest growing state. It's not no mean feat. You shouldn't say it's 11.19, I think. You should get to know that before asking that question. You should get to know which is the fastest growing state in the country, because we are growing at that rate for India. Right? So Delhi needs to know which state is doing better for India. So with that point, no other state is going at 11.19. India is going at 6.9 and we are going at 11.19. And we are the fastest growing state in India, and we are also the only state to grow in double digits. So get those facts ready, it's clear, and then you can please go ahead.
No, but the point is that it's not.
I'll tell you why it's just a bit putting off, because every time Delhi sees some of these other states up north do great, they just go gaga goo about it. But I don't know why you have this attitude towards the south. You will need to know which state is the fastest growing state in the country.
No, but tell me,
is that
no, fair enough. But in the same breath, you also complain about semiconductor fab plants going to Gujarat and Assam.
Is that complaint wrong?
So you can't have it both ways. No, you say that
I don't get it.
Your model is better, but you are also complaining about semiconductor fab plants going to other states.
Explain how it's going there.
No, you explain how an MOU. That's a charge you are making. I'm not making that charge.
Explain. Then you should get to know what is Zaka. What we need. What I'm here to tell you is, Delhi really needs to know. When I say Delhi, it's not just the establishment in Delhi, not just the one sitting in North Block and South Block, right? The one sitting in the media room. You need to tell the world what's happening with India. You need to tell the world which state is doing best. You need to tell the world which state is doing the hard work for India to grow. And only if you tell them that, those other states which are not growing at that rate will look at us and see what we're doing better. We are not doing this only for a Zaka. You need to tell India, you need to go on top of the roofs and shout and say that, look, people of India, there is a state which is growing phenomenally well because of its impetus on social justice, because of its impetus on women empowerment, because of its Ellarkum Ellam, which is inclusive distributed growth. So go look at that state. These are our brothers and sisters. Go see what they're doing best. Look at the kind of investment they're doing on education, even though Delhi is not helping them. Right? Look at the kind of infrastructure that they're putting in. Look at the kind of attention they're giving to quality in production. Now, if India looks at all of this with your help, which I really think you guys need to pull up your socks and do, and enable the rest of India to look at the growth story that Tamil Nadu is and learn from us, or we're here to help. I don't have a problem with all of my semiconductors going, the investments going to wherever, Zaka. I know that it's the talent from Tamil Nadu which is going to power all that investment even there too.
But tell me, Mr. Raja, all of this is also coming at a high cost to the state exchequer. The finance minister recently said the debt of this state is at 10 lakh crores.
What's the debt of India, Zaka?
You'll have to tell.
That's the problem.
No, but it's one of the
That's the problem.
highest,
You get
one
to
of
know
the
and ask me
highest
that.
in the country
You get
at
to know-
10.7
Next
lakh
time you ask me
crores.
that question, please get to know the debt to GDP ratio of the state, of the country, and then ask me that. What's the FRBM, what does the FRBM say? What is the limit that it has set?
4.5% is
No,
what the...
it's not that. It's debt to GDP should be at around 25 to 30, I think 25 to 30, right? And we have the limit, and that is the ballpark figure. They say that you keep it at that ratio. You keep it. They say the entire Fiscal Responsibility Act says that you keep your debt below that 30%. It's 35 to 30%. That's what it is, right? And that is only it's an advice. It's not a hard-cut rule, right? But we're still at 26, Zaka. When India does not help us, when Delhi does not help us, when it does not fund our metros, which Tamil Nadu, which Chennai totally deserves, right, and which Coimbatore totally deserves, with Madurai totally deserves, yet my Chief Minister, Thiru M.K. Stalin Avargal, puts it on paper, tells the people of Tamil Nadu that you people deserve this and I'm going to do this come what may, whatever Delhi does. If it doesn't support us, don't worry, I will take care of this. And he's doing it below that 30%, right? He's keeping it at 26%. And you know what the US is at? What is Japan's debt to GDP?
It's close to 200%.
So you know.
We are not Japan.
No, I'm not saying, no, Zaka, I'm just saying, but what is the US at? It's at 125%,
100%
right?
plus, yeah.
So many of our states, Punjab and all these other guys, they're all very, very high. See, debt, it's not an indicator of a bad fiscal, it's not an indicator of a major issue with the state itself. As long as your SOTR has the capability to pay back debt, then you're absolutely fine. And this is a fantastic state, and we have a fantastic own tax revenues, and our revenues are steady. We have a very steady flow of GST inputs because of the impetus we have given to education, which in turn has good talent. That talent which again churns the machinery in our industry, that gives us productivity, that gives us GST revenue, that revenue comes back and flows back into our kitty, right? Even all the welfare measures that our Chief Minister Thiru M.K. Stalin Avargal has been doing and putting up on the stage for Delhi to look at, for India to look at, for the world to replicate, all those welfare measures are going into the local economy, Zaka. And this is churning the local economy. You say 9%. That 11.19% came from the churning of the local economy because of the social welfare measures that the Dravidian model of Thiru M.K.
But the central government, I mean, you keep complaining that Delhi is not giving us this, Delhi is not giving that. The central government says, as per the 16th Finance Commission, 41% devolution, what was
we've
recommended.
We've asked for 50% and we've asked for 50%, and we deserve that. In any Delhi, whoever comes from Delhi doesn't seem to give us a good look, and looks like you've been on the same.
But they've not changed. They've not changed the formula. The devolution formula.
Now look at the kind of we have lost out so much. Our Chief Minister and our Finance Minister, in the floor of the Assembly, has put out numbers. This is not some talk show that I'm sitting and talking about. You can check the Assembly numbers. He's given out a detailed plan. He's given out a detailed roadmap on why Delhi is not divulging enough, and why the devolution is not enough, and why we have to put in more. And even after the 10-year mismanagement of the previous regime, where in fact I should tell you that they didn't do it on their own. It was Delhi which, arm twisted them to sign on the Uday scheme, which is definitely not right for Tamil Nadu and other states also. Because of that one scheme alone, we've lost out tens of thousands of crores in revenue.
But their contention is that
GST has not helped us also.
The debt has ballooned in the last 5 years of the DMK.
No, it's
this is their contention. Just give me 1 second.
I'll give you a number.
This is what Mr. Edapadi Palaniswamy
You don't have to look at the paper. I'll give you the number.
No, this is Edapadi Palaniswamy has said on the floor of the House.
Zaga, let's talk about numbers which sane people give.
Okay, let me just finish
I'll tell you what.
He says when he demitted office in 2021, the outstanding debt of the state was 5.5 lakh crores. Today it's over 10 lakh crores. He says 5 lakh crores the state has borrowed in the last 5 years.
Okay, what is the debt when we gave them in 2011? What is the debt, Zaka? 108. Okay, it was about 101. Okay, it was 1.101 lakh. Okay, when DMK left in 2011, it became 240 something. It became about 208 something. It became about 108%. it was 108% when they left in 2015-16, okay? I mean, they didn't leave, but because they got to continue. And then from 2015-16 to 2021, it jumped 128%, right? 128%. And now when they gave to us in 2021, till now, guess our growth? It's not 108, it's not 128%, it's 97%. It's 97%.
But it's
Now
double.
tell me, it's not
double.
double. It's not double, it's less than double.
Okay.
It's less than
3%
double.
less than
It's
double.
less than double, and this is the way the government grows. This is unique. This is not unique just to Tamil Nadu. Every state does this, and this is the natural growth. This is natural fiscal growth of any state, and a state like Tamil Nadu. I keep saying this, and everybody who knows anything about finances, they know that that is directly not wrong, right? As long as the growth is there, as long as the repaying capacity is there.
But who is funding this debt? Ultimately, the taxpayers of Tamil Nadu are funding this debt.
What's your problem, Zaka? Ultimately, it's not the taxpayers getting better infrastructure. Do you think this is Bihar? Do you see the roads in, no, why don't you go outside Ahmedabad and look at the roads? Look at the roads in Tamil Nadu. Who's getting better infrastructure? Who's getting better bridges? Who's getting better metros?
So
Who's getting all of that, Zaka?
No.
And how are we getting it? Because taxes are norms. Taxes are, this is how the government earns. And taxes are not for the party to earn. It's the government which earns and puts it back into the field, and that gives us growth. And we have ensured that this growth has come up. And we have ensured that Tamil Nadu has grown at 11.19%, the only state to do double-digit growth.
But what
How do you
about
think that's possible?
your welfare subsidies, Mr. Minister? 52,000 crores is what the state spent on welfare subsidies just last year, and a bulk of it was the Magalir Urumai Thittam plus free bus travel for women, etc. I mean, are these not wasteful expenditures?
Oh wow! So you're saying?
I'm asking you the question. No, I'm asking you the
He
question.
just said Magalir Urumai Thoga is wasteful
No,
expenditure.
I'm
Please
asking
caption
you,
that.
is it not? Is it
DMK
not?
IT wing is looking. That's Zaka saying Magalir
I'm
Urumai
asking
Thittam.
you, is how would you
no.
justify
I'll tell you.
52,000 crores of welfare subsidies?
By showing you the growth, Zaka, by giving you double-digit growth. Where is this money going in, Zaka? Let's sit as sane people, let's chill as Tamil Nadu people from Tamil Nadu. Magalir Urumai Thittam, just look at the coinage of the name of the scheme. It's called Magalir Urumai Thittam. It says you earned it, it's your right? It says, you've done so much for India. The people of Tamil Nadu, the women of Tamil Nadu have done so much for Tamil Nadu. The state has grown because of all the services that you've done to your I mean, you shouldn't be saying it's services, but the efforts that you've put in to make sure that a happy home exists, that your husband is happy, your child is happy, and they grow in a very happy environment, and you put in all the long hours in the day, during the night also, but nobody said thank you. They didn't look at you. They didn't see the women who made this possible. So it's M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister, saying, thank you, mother. Thank you, sister. We see you now. And we respect the work that you put in to make sure that Tamil Nadu grows. It's a way of saying, sorry, we didn't look at you all these while. Now we see you. You are the person you are the people who actually gave us this growth. You are the foundation on which Tamil Nadu is standing. It's a huge respect that Tamil Nadu is showing to the women of Tamil Nadu, and I think India also needs to do that. And you know why Tamil Nadu is unique? Because we have done this, we've seen the power of women, we've empowered them enough, and that is why you see 41% of all the women working all across India are from one state called Tamil Nadu, right? And that has given us this growth. So this is not wasteful expenditure, this is income into the pockets of those deserving people who we didn't see all this while. And these women, Zaka, are the ones who are saving it, who are spending it in that local economy. It's going to that shop. It is going to that Maliga Kada in that corner of that street. It is being spent in that village. It's spending in that rural village. The rural economy is booming. That percolation effect is giving us better districts, and that is giving us better zones in Tamil Nadu, and that is giving this booming economy that you see. We're only at 11.19 now. You will see us continuously touch double digits going forward also in Dravida Model 2.0.
But tell me, Mr. Minister, just recently the Chief Minister has announced a 5,000 rupee payout to all women. I think it's 1.3 crore women. The opposition parties are saying that this is like an election bribe. You're bribing the voter.
Right, and you didn't know what everybody else did anywhere else, but that's fine. But this is not that, Zaka. This is M.K. Stalin Avargal saying, if you try to stop 1,000 rupees for my women, I will give them 5,000 rupees, bugger off. Right? This is him saying, if you try to stop anything for Tamil Nadu, we'll give 5 times that, and you can't do anything about it. Right? So this is about our Chief Minister safeguarding the rights of our women and making sure all the scheming of the BJP and its allies in Delhi via the courts does not happen. And we found out what they were going to do. We found out well ahead, and we planned, and we executed, and we ensured that our women get their rightful money ahead of the polls itself.
The Chief Minister in his speech said that he referred to the BJP and the NDA as washing machine politics. As many as 10 of your senior leaders also have corruption cases, serious corruption cases, or charges against them.
Charges.
So is that not also washing machine politics?
But has anything been proven yet? No. And what is the case with, and you know what's happening across India, not just one state, Zaka. And we have filed so many cases, and all these cases DVSC has filed, not we, as in DVSC, during their regime itself has filed it. And yet, no action from the governor, no action from, they've stopped it from Delhi also. Why don't they release it? Why are they afraid of that? Even my Chief Minister just spoke about that a minute back here. Well, what about that then? See, our Chief Minister is very clear about what is happening within the state, and he knows who's capable of what, and he trusts people who have delivered for the people, and you will only see those people in DMK. The rest, you will not see them here.
Tell me also about, the BJP, the CM said, has been trying for a long time to enter the state of Tamil Nadu. Now they are, he said, using the puppet hands of Mr. Edappadi Pazhanichami and the ADMK to enter the state. But they are as much a political player in this state as any of you all are.
You should try them when they're alone. Why don't they stand alone then? Have they ever stood alone, and have they given numbers that are respectable? But no. See, BJP always tries to hijack the weaker party in a state, and then tries to use them as the Chief Minister said, as like a Trojan horse, right? But this time this is a wooden horse, and I mean this is not even a wooden horse, and that's what he said, it's a mud horse. So and they've chosen a very wrong partner, and that's a good thing for us. And I also think their other plan B is also going to fail very miserably. And BJP Raka has never understood Tamil Nadu. See, we don't have, this is politics, right? But I'll tell you one thing, I'll just step outside my shoes as a politician or as a lawmaker and tell you one thing. It's extremely sad that Delhi has not taken effort, that basic effort, simple efforts to understand Tamil Nadu first. Tamil Nadu, Zaka, it's unique. Every part of India is unique. Every part of India deserves a unique attention. Every part of India needs a separate intervention. We don't need much of intervention, Zaka. We just need enablers, man. That's all we need. We just want you to just stay silent. Don't pick on us every now and then. Just give us our due. Right? We've been paying so much to Delhi. And if we pay 1 rupee, we get back 28 paisa. We do not have a problem with you giving it to Bihar or UP or any other state. Let them grow, Zaka. We want them to grow. We want all of India to grow. We know that only if India grows, Tamil Nadu will also grow. And we are doing it vice versa for India also. But the problem is, Zaka, where is that money going? Why are you building statues and broken bridges and infrastructure that doesn't work, Zaka? Why don't you put that effort into making sure that every money that you spent in other states takes shape properly, right? Why don't you spend that extra buck to make sure that these officers there are actually taken responsible, right? Why are you wasting our money elsewhere is our question. It's never been about why you're giving it to other states. It's never ever been that, Zaka. It's always about why are you wasting our money elsewhere? Why don't you use it put it to good use, especially for education, Zaka? We're just saying educate everybody and make sure that everybody rises and everybody has the talent that the people of Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or Andhra or even Maharashtra or even in some parts of Gujarat let all of India get that is what we're saying, and don't do wasteful expenditure with our taxes is what we're
But
saying.
none of the other states are making this political argument. Maharashtra
Because they're
pays,
not giving as
no,
much as
Maharashtra
we-
pays more taxes than Tamil
Maharashtra is
Nadu
doing
does.
fantastically well. I'm not saying no. Maharashtra.
They-
and
they're not
I'll tell
saying-
you that the original double engines of India are Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. There is no other double engine in India. It is only Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu which is actually slogging and doing so much of work and giving so much of revenue to the country. Of course, Andhra is doing great. Of course, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka is doing great. All of these other states are working brilliantly well. But these two states are excelling in what we're doing because we are doing balancing manufacturing and services, right? It's not just services like in Karnataka or elsewhere. It's not like a bit of manufacturing and a bit of services. No, it's actually not much of services in Andhra now. In Telangana, services not much of manufacturing. So see, while these two states have laid that foundation, enable them to do better. And as far as your semiconductor question is saying, you need to answer, if I have to answer your semiconductor question again, Zaka, this is also about national interest one. This is also about making sure you're secure. This is about national security, right? When you have one of your biggest, largest semiconductor assets in the north, you'll need one in the south too. This is a large country. You will need 2 lighthouse factories of anything in India, in fact. All the major conglomerates, they believe that. They put all their assets in 2 baskets. They don't put it in one asset, right? Nowadays, everybody wants one in the north and one in the south. Why isn't Delhi wanting that? And especially when our own people here, like our own groups here, are trying to bring an OSAD, you grab it and take it to another state. That's our qualm, nothing else.
But none of these groups have made that charge. None of these groups have said that we were forced to open plants.
You think there will be?
No,
You think there will?
It's only a political charge you are making.
You can ask them off camera, Zaka. You can ask them off camera.
So this election, Mr. Minister, interestingly, and the CM was also asked about this, will it be a multipolar contest? For the last 50 years, we've seen in Tamil Nadu, it's been a bipolar.
He gave you a fantastic answer.
No, so you don't see any of these new players being able
I'll
to...
tell you one thing. I think the NDA and is scheming by scheming to have a B team and a C team and a D team and whatever teams. I think they shot themselves in their feet by I think counting on people who don't would have actually helped them in any way. So I think we're doing much better than what you guys have been portraying, and at least of late all the numbers have been fantastic, and more than anything it's just one man, Zaka. It's just this CM, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. This man brings that aura, this trust and this belief in the people of Tamil Nadu. That when you see this person who's so level-headed, he's so hardworking, at 70 plus he's running around the state, he's seen in one corner of the state in the morning, another corner of the state in the evening, and he's going all around Tamil Nadu, Zaka. When people see a responsible leader who's standing up for the problems of others created by somebody else, he's going and standing on the field. And he's taking care of the people of Tamil Nadu, come what may. He does not look at political color, Zaka. He looks at people of Tamil Nadu as people of Tamil Nadu, like everyone, like his family. And people see that in him. They see that leader who can be trusted, who's delivered for Tamil Nadu, and who's given a new dimension to politics. I don't know if you've seen the last speech that he gave at the assembly, in the closing day of the assembly. It was fantastic, Zaka. He went out and reached out to the hearts of the opposition. He said, thank you for giving me direction. That has not been seen in Tamil Nadu for the longest time. You can ask people like, you have some senior journalists here, RK, you should ask him. You don't see that, Zaka. That kind of politics. This Chief Minister, through M.K. Stalin brings a brand new kind of politics. A politics where everybody has respect, and there's mutual respect, and there's no futile war of words, Zaka. When there is some, even now, on his way out, Raga, I haven't seen it yet. The opposition leader has again, he keeps asking for a white paper, okay? And in fact, I said, I've given all the details on the assembly regarding industrial investments, but he keeps saying that, okay? Even in the assembly, he keeps saying that, and I've been repeatedly answering that question. In fact, in this same hall, in the same hotel, we had a massive conversion conclave, the first of its kind in India, Zaka. No other state has held a conversion conclave, right? It's only MOUs, right? But Tamil Nadu proves that all these MOUs are being converted into work, into jobs, into factories, and I actually gave a presentation for about about half an hour, and my chief minister was also there. In fact, I invited the LOP. I invited the honorable, the leader of the opposition to come for that event in the assembly itself, but he didn't come. We laid out a book on that day. We released a book on that day. In fact, I laid it on the table of the assembly on the last day of the assembly. But still he's asked the same question today. So again, on his way out, he said, look at, the leader of opposition has placed this question, why don't you answer it? So he's asking me, he keeps probing every single member of the cabinet. See, make sure that we do our duty. You don't get a leader who does that, Zaka. This is a leader who is hands-on every single day with the people of Tamil Nadu, with the party cadre, and also with the cabinet. He keeps poking us, he keeps driving us every single day. So that is the kind of leader, and this leader has the kind of respect that no other leader has in the state of Tamil Nadu, and I think that's going to give us a huge lead.
On this conversion thing that you were talking about, the charge has also been, again, a political opposition charge has been that you've signed more than 2 lakh crores of MOUs in 24-25, but this is not translating into actual capital expenditure, jobs, exports, and so on. This is the charge that...
I don't know how you said exports. I just told you that I held a conversion conclave, Zaka. All your people, all the media was there. I was taking questions after the conversion conclave itself. It's not 2 lakh. Overall we've done about 12.5 lakh worth of investments and about 1,180 plus MOUs, right? And several companies have also come without MOUs because of our visits abroad. Especially now, I can tell you, just yesterday, a large company grounded their project here. I'll tell you off camera which one, because they have problems in the US otherwise. So this large company grounded it yesterday, and this was the outcome of one of our visits in the US and Germany when the chief minister had come there. So we are continuously making sure that every single MOU, in fact, of the total, we are at about 73% conversion today. Right? And just the one conclave that we held, the global investors meet, we are at 83% conversion ratio. That's unheard of in India, Zaka. So that is the kind of conversion. We do that, we're doing it because we are able to give that number. And I know it's unbelievable, and I'll tell you why it's unbelievable. Because other states, they just sign MOUs left, right, center. We do not do that. We take the Japanese route to it, where we sign MOUs only when we are almost confirmed, because there's always a way out. But we make sure that we confirm that these guys are definitely going, they have the financial capability, they have the intention, they have the talent, they have the tech. All of this is looked into, and only then we sign an MOU. That's why you don't see numbers like 30 lakh crores or 40 lakh crores that you see in other states, which is unbelievable. But we only sign MOUs which are going to be grounded, which we sincerely feel are going to be grounded. Of course, one or two will fail on the long run. Some might say, no, like, other states are giving free land or whatever that they give, or maybe
I was going to ask you that.
They're taken away by Delhi or whatever. But we know what we want, right? So we have a limit, Zaka. We are not a very desperate state, right? Tamil Nadu is not a very desperate state. We know what we want. We're very clear about what kind of investments we want, and where we want this investment, and what kind of jobs we want these investments to create. So that clarity, our Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin brings, and that's why you see the high conversion.
But the fact that other states are now offering free land, free power...
Yeah, we are not going down that... I told you, we're not a desperate state, Zaka. If they want to give it, let them give it. We know what we want. We will not give land for free. That's not happening in Tamil Nadu, because this is a grown, developed state. We can't do that in Tamil Nadu. And we know what happens. We know what we can give, and we're very clear about it.
The Chief Minister recently wrote to the Prime Minister about the textile sector problems. I think 15,000 crores is what he had mentioned in that letter. What is your government and your department doing to try and mitigate some of this pain?
Yeah, so I stick to the industry side of it. Textiles is also headed by another minister. But as far as efforts are concerned, we've been writing to the PMO, and Zaka, from day one, from day one on the tariff issues. We've been supportive, entirely supportive of the whole efforts of the PMO, right? We've trusted the PMO, we've told them that we will back you because this is between two countries. This is nothing to do within the states. This is about India and a country which is not actually coming to the table with some sensible ideas, and we would want to stand with the PMO on this. And we've stood by them. We said you have to, and we trust you to do this. But Zaka, we must say we are a bit upset with the kind of push that they've given to the jewelry sector in the north and nothing for the textile sector in the south. They've done a bit, now things have sort of eased out, but we're still not back to the original days, right? And now again you have the Supreme Court order in the US. So all of this, Zaka, and you should also look at the cotton input issue with which Bangladesh might use immediately, and then they might get zero. So all of this is playing in our minds, and we're continuously working it out with the government of India. But I must say, the interest of the farmers comes first. We're not too happy about what has happened with the tariffs yet, and there's no clarity yet from India or from the US. The president of the US keeps saying one thing every single day, no rebuttals from the government of India here. So there's no clarity yet, so we don't want to jump the gun, but I'm hoping the government of India takes care of the textile industry, and of course all other industries, especially the seafood industry is also taken a big hit. So we want them to take a fair look at all the sectors across India. And I must tell you, we are more worried than other states, because while India's exports to the US is at about 18 to 20%, our exports is at 30%, Zaka. And who are we kidding on? The US, you can't just forget the US and go to other markets. The US is the largest market in the world, and you can't just fool yourself saying that no, we'll pull back all our boys from the US and we'll go to that. I think that's insane. I think we have to work it out with the US. Luckily for us, the president is going to be there for what, 3/4, just this term. So we're hoping at least sense will prevail after him, or at least before that itself via the Supreme Court there. But we're hoping the government of India puts its foot down and has better negotiation skills. In fact, they're two best friends. They keep saying, and I hope something good comes out of it.
So one final word, my final question, I'll come back to the political side of it because elections are literally upon us now. Last time DMK on its own won, I think 134 seats. You think you will do better than that this time?
Chief Minister says we'll do at least 200 plus, and I think
on your own?
We will definitely. What do you mean on your own?
As in like...
This is an alliance, so this is an alliance, the alliance is intact, and we will win at least 200 plus.
But your alliance partners are wanting a bigger share.
That's natural in democracy, Zaka. That is democracy. This is a very democratic party, and this is the most democratic leader in the country, and that is why people like the phenom like Manishankar Avargal and all says that he should be the chairman of the alliance itself. So that's the kind of leadership that we have. So we respect the leadership, and he's shut up everybody when he said, I know to Rahul Gandhi Avargal, myself and Rahul Gandhi Avargal share a brotherly relationship, and they'll iron out issues whenever it crops, and this is bound to happen with any alliance. You think those guys across the border are happy and they're doing happy alliance talks? You should ask the ADMK what it thinks about the BJP. I've asked few of them. You want to know?
No, he says they will get more than 200 as an alliance.
You need to wake him up quickly.
He's coming here this evening.
I hope he's not sleepwalking.
We'll
just
ask
check
him
if he's
that question.
sleepwalking.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. TRB Raja, the Industries Minister of Tamil Nadu. Can we have a round of applause, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that insightful conversation. Your conviction is unmatchable, and many thanks to Zaka Jacob also. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause once again, please.